What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Figure It Out of the Basement's Black Series talk show. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
What's up, guys?
And today it is time for our May 4th Black Series predictions. We do this every time there is usually a big fan event upcoming where we just kind of talk about what we want to see, what we think we're going to see, and, you know, just kind of speculate wildly about what we want.
Yeah, there are some educated guesses, but we also have some curveballs, some dream picks in here as well. But yeah, these are our predictions for May 4th. There's actually not a fan stream confirmed at this moment, so we're kind of just making this video under the assumption that there will be a fan stream on either May 3rd or 4th. That's actually the first prediction of the video, is we predict there will be a fan stream because there was last year.
Yeah.
And we also know the TVC HasLab is going to be revealed by May 4th for sure, like 100%. And if you're curious about last year's May 4th reveals, here they are on the screen right now. And they were bangers. It was like Malgus and the Clone Wars figures. So I'm kind of expecting some heat this year, Nate.
Definitely. And before we get into like our predictions, let's just quickly run down through the current pipeline that we have of figures that we know are coming, but we just don't know exactly when. So the pipeline is as follows. We have Darth Sidious. We also have a 3-pack of IG-12, Grogu, and the Anzelian. We have a Jedi Survivor 3-pack, which is a B1, the Super Battle Droid, and the Magna Guard. That's an Amazon exclusive. We also have a single release of the Super Battle Droid, which will be fan channel. Dedra Miro, the Imperial Armored Commando, Ahsoka Tano Peridia, or Ahsoka the White. We also have Captain Enoch and a Night Trooper 2-pack coming to Walmart. And then finally, Yoda and Clone Commander Gree, which is a Pulse Disney Store exclusive. Obviously, I think it's safe to say we could see any of these.
Yeah, I think I want to slap like an OOTB guarantee. Like, I'm like 99% sure we will see Darth Sidious because they usually reveal things by like the date it was pipelined. And currently, Sidious is the oldest thing we have in the Black Series 6-inch pipeline. A few weeks ago, I would have said like Mandalorian, Night Owl, the male one, which ended up being the Privateer, and then the R5 Pit Droid BD multi-pack, because those were like the oldest things that were pipelined, but those got revealed last week. So I'm almost kind of like, thank goodness we got those out of the way.
Right. Because
mostly reuse. Pretty cool reveals. Check out the most previous stream for our thoughts on those. But I'm glad we got those out of the way because I want to see Sidious. I'm hoping it's a new sculpt.
Also won't be too surprised if it's just maybe an updated head and a new robe and it's just that old body underneath. But, I mean, honestly, with the way that Black Series has been lately,
with the prequels especially,
I'm optimistic that it's going to be a new sculpt.
I'm also curious to see like the Super Battle Droid, a single release, because the picture they use is from Attack of the Clones, but I'm really hoping it's a clean version.
The rest of these pipelines, you know, they're a little fresh, so I kind of doubt a little bit we'll see some of the later ones, like Captain Enoch, like Ahsoka, the Imperial Armored Commando. I'm sure they'll probably save those for a little bit later down the road, but I definitely think I agree with you. Hopefully we see Darth Sidious.
As far as things outside of the Black Series pipeline, one thing I think, like, I just feel it in my heart, I'm getting a vibe. A newly sculpted Anakin Skywalker. His Revenge of the Sith design might be in an Ahsoka box, might even be in a Clones of the Republic box with like a 501st Army builder.
I'd take it.
And make it a more accurate shade of blue than Oppo.
I'd take it.
But it's from the Kenobi series, Nate. Did you know it's from the Kenobi series? That's why the blue is lighter. I don't care.
No idea.
I don't care if it's from the Kenobi series. Give me an accurate shade of blue that fits the rest of my shelf. But yes, Anakin Skywalker was rumored by Yakface, heavily hinted at on an episode of Black Series Cantina. So I'm feeling some good juju on this one. I'm thinking newly sculpted Anakin is on its way come May 4th.
And in relation to that, Yakface also heavily rumored that we'll be getting a newly sculpted Obi-Wan Kenobi, most likely Revenge of the Sith appearance, which we desperately need. I can't wait for the day to take that small peanut head Obi-Wan off my shelf and throw it against a wall, or just throw it into my crawl space, not even neatly put it in storage, because that's what that figure deserves. He can't even grip his lightsaber with both arms.
Yeah, and for a Jedi, that's just like the cardinal sin.
Yeah, so we desperately need a new Obi-Wan, and, you know, Yak is usually pretty much on the money, so I think that's also something we could expect to see, and hopefully we'll see them both at the same time. Just hit them both.
Duel of Mustafar 2-pack? With like an orange lava theme on the box.
Now, would you want them to have battle-damaged costumes or clean costumes? Because, you know, they kind of get some burns on as the duel,
embers.
As the duel goes on.
I think I would be fine if it was a little battle damaged, a little weathered up with some like actual sculpted detail.
Yeah.
But I'd also prefer the clean looks overall, I guess, because they're kind of good for the whole movie then.
Right. Would you buy both?
I'd probably buy both.
Yeah. I mean, who are we kidding? That'd be great.
Another figure in that same vein with these like rumored new sculpts was Darth Maul from the Phantom Menace, and this definitely tracks because it is the 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace, and we got Kid Anakin, Padme, we have the Destroyer droid that's technically in a Phantom Menace box, so they've kind of been more so focusing on Phantom Menace,
right.
I would say. So I would love to get a new Maul. The 2013 one, horrendous.
Yeah, at this point in time, it is not a good figure. And we can kind of infer that this is also coming because of the mural art spoilers.
Yes.
Where, you know, we see a little bit of a poofy black pant. We also have a little bit of a lightsaber in a downward position, although Ki-Adi-Mundi's lightsaber's in a downward position.
Theory debunked.
But Maul's typical classic pose, you know, outside of the holding it out forward, is a behind the back pointing down pose.
Yes.
And there's really not a whole lot of other characters in the Phantom Menace that have a saber with poofy black pants. And by there's really not a lot, I mean there's only one character that has poofy black pants and a lightsaber that's in Phantom Menace.
I think it's Yaddle.
I'd love Yaddle. I would love to see a Yaddle in the line. But I think, you know, Phantom Menace Maul all but confirmed, and this would be a great time to reveal, as, like you said, it's the 25th anniversary of Phantom Menace. Recently, Justin, TVC got a little leg up on us with the recent reveal of the Mandalorian Judge. So I think in a little, you know, classic balance the scales moment, I hope that we see some of these different, more colorful Mandalorians that we saw in Season 3, like the Judge, like the, you know, the orange female with the, you know, the different, more interesting, unique colored Mandos. I think the Judge is probably a guarantee at this point.
Yeah, I'm like 99% sure the Judge is coming to Black Series, and ours will be more accurate than the TVC one because we have the option to leave the knee pad off.
That's right.
Ha! By the way, we're joking when we talk about balance the scales. I know some people were kind of giving us a hard time last week. It's a joke. It's stupid, and that's why we say it, because it's stupid. Like, we're making fun of the situation. It's stupid. But yes, I believe 2 are confirmed, or like heavily rumored.
Yeah.
Kind of in the same vein as the 2 Night Owls, the female Night Owl, and then the Privateer, how one was Target, one was Walmart. I think that'll be the same thing for these 2 more covert-ish, more unique-looking Mandos. And I know some people are kind of sick of the blue ones, so it'll be nice to get, like you said, the Judge, or literally any of the other ones who are just a bit more unique-looking.
Definitely.
Another big prediction is Moff Gideon's armored Mandalorian Commando Dark Trooper 3.0, whatever it's called in the show. His dope-looking robot droid Dark Trooper suit.
Gives him enough strength to crush the Darksaber. This one would definitely be a really cool figure to see. It's one of the better designs to come out of Mandalorian Season 3. And, you know, I could always use some more Moff Gideon.
Oh, yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito is just such an amazing actor.
He's a treat.
So I would love to get this updated version, and he just looked so cool. I mean, what can you really say about a Imperial Mandalorian-ish
mech suit
that's all, blacked out armor with just little red accents? It's like they peered into our collective brains and were like, this is what you want.
Yeah, exactly. It would also be good to get this because the Imperial Armored Commando is confirmed in the pipeline, like we talked about earlier. So that's just 2 figures that go together.
Right.
So let us get Moff Gideon.
And in that Yak Face Patreon stream, he did also heavily hint as well that we're finally getting some new Halloween figures this year.
Okay.
This is one of the gimmicks we enjoy because we're big fans of Halloween as a holiday. We love spooky season.
Yeah, we're big into horror. That's kind of like our second passion after Star Wars and the YouTube channel and everything. We are really huge fans of horror. So Halloween, as kind of the only holiday that celebrates like a genre.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well, to us, it's a celebration of the genre.
Right. So it's just very special to us. So I know we very commonly criticize like carbonized credit collections. So it might catch people off guard when we're like, Halloween figures, we love them. But we do. Everyone is into different things. That's what we're into. The 2 existing Black Series Halloween figures are great. We both have each. And I'd be down for more. I know a very frequent idea is Christopher Lee's version of Dracula.
Yeah, which would just be incredible to see. I mean, obviously it would be like a Count Dooku repaint, but just paint him up, make him the Dracula colors, make the costume black, give him a little bit of white here and there, a little bit of red thrown in, and we'd be cooking with gas. We could also maybe see Dengar as the mummy. He's already partially bandaged, so why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I would pretty much take any new Halloween figure, and I believe we're supposed to be getting 2.
I almost remember hearing something about a 2-pack.
That could be interesting.
A 2-pack would definitely be interesting to see. However, for the purpose of a May 4th stream, I hope they don't waste time covering repaints like this.
Yeah.
Because even if it's a gimmick repainty line that you like, I just don't like the idea of them covering that, using precious stream time when they're supposed to be hyping the community up.
Right.
When, half or more than half are going to be like, WTF, like, what is this garbage, you know?
Although, if we go off past streams...
Everything's garbage.
Well, I was going to say that they do like to waste time revealing credit collection, carbonized.
They did the big segment on the holiday, the Christmas ones before, and it's just like...
It's like, that is the kind of stuff you give to Yahoo News to, just reveal that in an article. Not that we're not excited about, we like holiday collector figures, and we like the Halloween stuff. Pretty much we're just anti-credit collection, anti-carbonized.
Yeah. Well, and Holocom, unless it's Darth Vader.
Yeah, that's true.
Or... We'll just ignore that.
Or Bo-Katan when she's $4.50 on clearance.
Fair enough. Our next prediction is Shin Hati (mercenary), Nate.
Oh boy.
You know that Shin is going to get the same treatment as the incredibly scummy move of doing mainline versions of Balin and Shin, not pipelining or anything, that a better version is coming just a couple months later.
Right.
They notoriously did Balin Skull (mercenary), and they gave him the soft goods cloak that should have been in the original release, in a foolish attempt to get people to buy this figure twice. But I say no. Like, genuinely, don't support that figure.
Yeah.
Maybe if you didn't get Balin the first time around, but for me, I want the soft goods cloak, but I'm not paying Walmart exclusive prices just for a soft goods cloak. And Shin is getting that same treatment. Right. Guaranteed.
Absolutely. And also keep in mind, for Balin and Shin, they won't have the corrected height issues. No. It's still going to be the same bad figure, now just with soft goods. So we definitely expect to see Shin, and I wouldn't be surprised if they reveal her, right around the corner, since they did the same thing with Balin and slapped all the hardcore collectors right in the face with that. Thank you. This next prediction might actually be coming a little bit sooner than expected, because there is an Amazon pre-order listing already up right now, but it's still under the code name, which is Pivot. But this figure, I firmly believe, is the character, the Acolyte, from the Acolyte, like the main...
So whoever the main villain is...
Because I believe that is the first figure in the wave, which they have not revealed. And then
right, we don't have 01 yet.
And they actually ended up removing the mural art teaser for that first figure off of the second figure. So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing the Acolyte in full figure form.
Yeah, we record Figure It Out on Tuesday nights, typically. This pre-order will go up Wednesday. So if we were correct in this speculation, Lisa Nagai.
Usil.
Up next, there was a little Entertainment Earth teaser for what Yak is speculating, and using context clues, it looks like it might be Captain Rex, because it's a play on the phrase that he uses in, I believe, the film, the original film.
Oh, wow.
Where he says, in my book, experience outranks everything, when Ahsoka tries to one-up him. So perhaps Archive Rex, because the way they word it, it's like, if you missed out on these originally, you'll wanna blah, blah, blah. Just the way it's worded, it's in a way that is implying the figures have existed before.
Yeah.
So we're kind of thinking like an Archive Rex or a re-release of Rex. And then you had the idea of just making it an archive. Maybe it's just the archive wave for this year. Since there's no 40th anniversary, we're back into archive waves. So maybe it's like Rex, Hunter, Crosshair. Like, those are super valuable figures for mainline. So
yeah,
great ideas.
Definitely. And especially with, Crosshair being in Bad Batch Season 3. In his original armor, I think it would make total sense for them to re-release that figure. And of course, I just kind of threw Hunter in there because also rare, highly desirable.
Yeah.
Although I also, wouldn't be surprised if, a little bit of spoilers for Bad Batch Season 3, wouldn't be surprised if we see some repaints of the all black armor that they all kind of sport from that last episode we saw, which I might be down for those because they look pretty cool.
Scar Squadron Misty is sort of a common sense pick for the next member of Scar Squadron, since it's just a stormtrooper with a soft goods cloak and a sniper rifle.
I feel like this one would be easy to make, a slam dunk.
Oh yes,
and
I'd buy it.
We typically get one comic wave a year, and we haven't seen, right?
Unless they're counting the 4-pack as like the 4 figures for 2024.
Yeah, okay, I could see that, but...
I could see that too, but I just really hope we get another member of Scar Squadron. We got Mike last year, Sergeant Creel the year before that.
Yeah, so this is just a little bit of wishful thinking, because we really do truly hope that we get all of Scar Squadron.
Yeah.
I think it would be a great addition to the Imperial shelf. And finally, Justin, we know that there is going to be a brand new vintage collection HasLab. No Black Series HasLab, unfortunately, but we are in the doghouse when it comes to HasLabs. So we are going to be seeing a new TVC one, because obviously they always fund, and they pretty much have always hit all of their stretch goals too. So of course they're going to give us a new TVC HasLab, and there are some heavily rumored hints that this is going to be the Mos Eisley Cantina, and we both personally believe that as well, especially if you take Yak Face's cryptic hint.
Yeah, and there's some things I've seen on Twitter from other sources, and a lot of speculation from some of the TVC YouTube creators. And I'm like, everything is kind of pointing towards the Mos Eisley Cantina. And I would love to see that because A, big original trilogy fans, and B, while I'm not a TVC collector, Nate is, so I know you would pick it up, and I would still get to physically experience it.
Right.
Just like I'll get to see the Ghost and fiddle around with it whenever you get the Ghost. So I'm down for it. I think it would be cool.
Yeah, this would be a huge W. Obviously, the appeal of Vintage Collection is world building, and I think something like this would make total sense. You know, they did the Jabba's Palace throne room last year, and that was an amazing set. So I would love to see them do a huge, big Mos Eisley Cantina set. Give us the tables, the chairs, the complete bar, maybe 3 walls too.
Yeah, like kind of like almost how the Lego one is, how it kind of opens up.
Yeah.
And there's like the bar in the middle, and then, you know, you could have the modal nodes and maybe a little bit of cross synergy with like Moman Nadan.
Yeah.
Like maybe they would, you know, scale it down or something. I don't know.
I fully suspect that the tiers will either be new TVC versions of, you know, the main cast of heroes, Obi-Wan, Luke, Han, Chewbacca, but I'm actually really hoping that maybe they do more deep cut stuff like Moma, like the Talls, maybe Cabe, you know, something along those lines that maybe wouldn't sell too well fan channel or at retail, but would make total sense for a HasLab Cantina, because personally I think if they redid the main cast of heroes in TVC, those would sell just fine. So I would be a little disappointed if those were the tiers, but I also wouldn't be surprised, since that would just be a really easy thing for them to do.
And then I feel like either Zach or Mike would have to break edge and back the HasLab. I mean, if it's literally the Mos Eisley Cantina, Mike, Zach, Black Series Cantina, your whole theme is the Cantina, I feel like you might have to back this one. I'm challenging you.
You know, maybe we'd get Woo Her. I'd like to see a new Woo Her.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
And then they can just scale all those things up for Black Series.
Yes.
And then I'll buy all those for my
Definitely.
Cantina. That will be it for our predictions for May 4th, Star Wars Black Series related. May 4th is on a Saturday, but even if they stream on the 3rd or the 4th, we'll be covering it on the Lazy Sunday live stream that May 5th, Revenge of the 5th. And I believe we'll be doing another party stream for our channel members. So if you're a channel member, on the community posts, I'll put the link to join the stream. Just please have a webcam, have a mic, and have headphones. Please have headphones. Because if you don't, it'll just echo, and then we'll have to kick you out. But yeah, if you are a channel member, you'll be able to join the stream. So that'll be a super fun party stream where we'll be going over all the reveals. It was such a fun time last time, so I'm ready for a repeat.
And with all that being said, that's all we have for you on this week's episode of Figure It Out. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Subscribe if you are new. We're always talking about Star Wars The Black Series here on the channel. And if you are in a position to help support the channel directly, we do also offer a couple different channel membership tiers. Just like Justin said, you join the channel membership on May 5th. You can join us on our live stream and talk about all the hopeful reveals.
The banger reveals.
Yes.
Hopeful.
That we will see on May 4th for the, you know, potential stream. But check that out. There are links in the description. If you cannot support us directly, no problems there. Simply watching and liking is more than enough for us. You know, leaving a comment too also helps feed that YouTube algorithm. You know, we must submit to the mighty, mighty YouTube algorithm.
Very true.
Leave a comment, like Justin said. Let us know what your predictions are for the upcoming May 4th event. And of course, we have to give a huge shout out and a special thank you to all of our current channel members. Your continued support is truly appreciated. And thank you to everyone else out there for watching. I'm Nate. I've been joined with Justin.
See you guys later.
And we will see you all next time on Out of the Basement. Dedra Mead.
Okay, moving into our next prediction. Our next me.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing the Acolyte